All right, whenever I cover a cake in fondant, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you knead up your fondant first. If you don't know how to color fondant, all you do is take white fondant and add liquid gel food colors. This is just the Americolor liquid gel food color orange. And you just start to knead it. And this is how I do it. I use this part of my hand, push down, turn, push down, turn, push down, turn. So it's just like a quarter turn. If it's sticking to my palm or to the surface, take a little bit of shortening, place it there, and then continue to turn. Okay? What you want to do is make sure that you knead it up enough to get the elasticity going in the fondant. One of the biggest mistakes people make is that they don't knead the fondant enough so it doesn't have the elasticity, so it doesn't stretch. And you need it to stretch when it goes over a cake. Okay, so once it's kneaded, you can kind of flatten it out like this. And then normally what I do is take a sifter with powdered sugar and dust my surface. I'm not going to do it here because it makes a big mess. So I'm just going to use a little cornstarch sack. The reason I usually use the powdered sugar is if I make a mistake and have to knead the fondant back up, the powdered sugar is less likely to dry out your fondant. Okay, so it's just a little bit better to do the powdered sugar. All right, so I take my rolling pin, roll. Always make sure that you can turn your fondant. Okay, see, never flip it over, keep it on the right side. Okay, get my pizza cutter handy. This part that I tore, I'm not going to need, so I can cut that off. And this little corner I know I'm not going to need because I need more circular shape. Okay, so here's the cake out of the freezer, and some of this rough part, I want to kind of smooth that out a little bit more. I actually left this in a little bit longer than I said I was going to. I said it was about 20 minutes, been in a little longer. I could do is just let it sit for a minute, but then my fondant will dry out and I'll have to redo my fondant, which I don't want to do. Okay, so if it's something that I had to have completely smooth, then I would wait and completely smooth it. But as far as a pumpkin, we can pretty much get away with it. Lift this up, put the fondant underneath, the pumpkin, underneath. Put that on top and then smooth this part in first. That way you can get any air bubble out if needed to, and then you can kind of see where the grooves are going to be. Just take your finger and just kind of secure in those little areas there. And then pull the fondant out. This is too much excess, so go ahead and take that off so the weight doesn't pull it down. See, I'm using my finger going away across this way rather than like this. If you come down this way, you tend to get your fingernails in it. Try to go across your cake like this. No, don't want that crease in there, so open that back up. Now, as far as the bottom of the pumpkin, what I can do is I can cut this off and actually, let's cut some of this off. If I need to, I can go ahead and pick this up and make it real smooth down there if you're not going to have anything at your base. Okay, if you need it to be completely smooth, then kind of pick it up like this. Remember, it is on a cake board. Okay, so just kind of give it one more look, make sure it's good all the way around.